Hello children, welcome back. Today again we will be learning from your science book chapter 1, that is food and its sources. So children, did you try to find out the answer of the question that I have given in the last video? Yes, if you did, then it's really great. Okay, so what was the question children? Okay, the question was, why is food necessary for human life? And the answer is, food is necessary for human life for various reasons. Okay, now let's see what are those. Number 1, it provides us to do various activities. Number 2, it helps in the growth of the body. Number 3, it helps to replace and repair the worn out cells. And lastly, number 4, it helps to protect our body from various diseases. So now children, take out your notebook and note the answers. So children, let's see what is there in your textbook. Turn on your page to 12. Let's read this once. Food we eat. We eat a variety of food items. Human beings eat different types of food as per their taste, lifestyles, habits, need and availability. For example, some people eat food items made from rice such as idli, dosa or steamed rice. So this is a steamed rice, the picture. While some eat wheat-based food items such as chapati, bread and noodles. Many people eat food made from chicken, eggs, meat and fish. Some food items are eaten raw, some vegetables and most fruits. While some are cooked to make a variety of dishes. A preparation of food served as part of a main meal is called a dish. So here, let's see children, what are the different types of food that human beings eat. Okay, as per our taste. Yes or no children? Yes. We eat our food as per our taste. It's not the children. Yes. If we do not like the taste of the food, we don't feel like eating. Yes children? Okay. And next is lifestyle. Like today's life, every day we make our choices about our food we eat to maintain our healthy diet. Yes or no children? Yes. And next is habits. Habits, if we talk about habits, here it means if we are habituate eating non-vegetarian food or vegetarian food. Yes or no children? Yes. Since childhood, if you are habituate of eating non-vegetarian, then now you don't feel like eating vegetarian food. Yes or no children? Yes. And if you are habituate of eating vegetarian food since childhood, you don't feel like eating non-veg food now. Got it children? Yes. Now here next is needs. Needs, here it means we eat food over or less than our body needs. Then our body might feel unhealthy. As we all know, different food provides different nutrients to our body. Yes or no children? Yes. So eating well-balanced diet will lead to healthy life. It's not the children. Yes. And lastly, that is availability. And lastly, we eat food according to its availability in our town. Whatever we get more often in our hometown, we eat more of it. It's not the children. Yes. So children, now some of the food items can be eaten raw and some are cooked. Got it? Yes. Some vegetables like tomatoes and some other leaves are eaten raw. Yes or no children? Yes. So now children, do you know what this is? Yes, it is given here. A preparation of food served as part of a main meal is called a dish. Okay? Now, let me give you one example of this. That is, have you heard of chicken thali? If you go to some restaurant, it is given in the menu. Yes or no children? Yes. So, in that thali, what are the items do we get? we get chicken, we get rice, dal, some bhaji, etc. Yes or no, children? Yes. Okay, now let's read this. Most of the food items that we eat are made from more than one ingredients. Ingredients are mixed in certain proportions to make the food item tasty. Some food items are made from 2 or 3 ingredients and some include more than 3 ingredients. For example, steamed rice is made from 2 ingredients, that is water and raw rice. Vegetable pulao. This one is vegetable pulao. It is made from rice, water, vegetables, oil, spices and salt. Now, children, do you know what ingredient is? Yes, any of the food or substance that is mixed to make food, to make particular food, to make it tasty is called ingredient. Got it, children? Yes, so here you see this one. This steamed rice is made of 2 ingredients, only water and raw rice. And this one is vegetable pulao. It is made up of what? Rice, water, vegetables, oil, spice and salt. Got it, children? So, as I have given or told you in the first video that in this chapter we will be learning what are the sources of food. So children, as we all know what sources is? Yes, the food that we eat and where it comes from is a sources. Do you get it, children? Yes, it may be either from plants or it may be from animals. Now, let me give you some examples of the food that we get from plants. Those are potato, tomato, apple, banana, etc. Got it, children? Yes. And now, let me give you some examples of food that we get from animals also. Those are milk, meat, egg, etc. Got it, children? So children, now again let's see what is there in your textbook. Turn your page to 13. So, food from plants. We have already learned that plants make their own food by a process called photosynthesis using sunlight, carbon dioxide and water. Hence, plants are called producer. Plants produce more food than required for themselves. So, plants store the extra food in various parts such as roots, stem, flowers, leaves, fruits and seeds. So now, do you know, children, what photosynthesis is? Yes, photosynthesis is a process where plants make their own food using sunlight, carbon dioxide and water. Therefore, plants are called producer. Got it, children? Yes. So here we come to know that plants produce more food than required for themselves. It means it produces more food than it needs for themselves. Got it, children? Yes. So now let's see what happened. The plants store those extra food in various parts such as roots, stem, flower, leaves, fruits and seeds. Got it, children? Okay, now let's read this again. Animals, on the other hand, cannot prepare their own food and depend upon plants and other animals for food. Hence, animals are called consumer. So now, children, here we come to know one more word, that is consumer. So now, children, do you know what consumer is? Yes, those who cannot prepare their own food and depend upon others for food are called consumer. Got it, children? Yes. Again, let's see this. Plants are the most important and basic source of food for all living organisms. Plants as a whole or their different parts are used as food. Plants provide us with vitamins and minerals. So, plants form an important part of our diet. Eating a variety of vegetables and fruits protects us from many diseases. So children, plants are the most and basic source of all or for all living organisms. Got it? Okay. So here, what it means. Some plants we eat as a whole and some plants we eat their different parts like their leaves, seeds, roots or flower. Yes or no children? Yes. As we have learned in the last video that food protects us from various diseases. Do you remember children? Yes. Okay. If we eat green leafy vegetables, it protects us from disease like high blood pressure, cancer, etc. Got it? So here I have put one more question from your textbook, page number 20. And the question is, why are plants called producer? So you try to find out the answer children. Okay? So let's stop here today. Let's meet in the next video.